everybody, it's Foodies and Spice o'clock. Go call your friends and neighbors. Gina is here again and we are making a very beautiful recipe I call Veggie's Delight. I'm just putting a medley of vegetables together today and we're going to be having a side of jollof rice with it. Go call them. I'm waiting. For my Veggie's Delight today, I have red pepper, yellow pepper, onions, carrots, green peas, and mushroom. Now I'm not using any form of protein like meat, fish, or tripes, or any of the usual things I'm using just mushroom today. And for the side of rice, I have just rice, and you know I'm still using tomato paste to cook, so I have the tomato paste. I have the tomato paste to, you know, put everything together. I also have oil, I have rosemary leaves, salt, black pepper, and soy sauce. For our 800-gram rice, I'll be rinsing it with water, and like I say always, I rinse it because I want to get the dust out of it, get some starch out of it. Now you can also parboil, the usual way of parboiling. Once it boils, you pour it out and you cook. So, but for this kind of rice I just need to rinse the rice. Now, don't also forget that the 800-gram is approximately 4 cups of rice. Okay, rice rinsed. The next thing I'm going to do now is to start frying the jollof mix. So I'll be using approximately 1.5 cup of oil. I just added salt now. Yeah, I like to season my oil, that's why I add the salt, just to start building the taste profile. Everything about jollof rice or you need for smoky jollof rice is already here. And as soon as you fry for 4 minutes, add your stock or you add your water, depending on what you are using. We've been using stock for the other episodes. Today we'll be using water and just seasoning, and you see get perfect smoky jollof rice. I'll cover it to cook for 4 minutes. Rice is already washed, so what we'll be doing now is to start chopping and cutting and slicing our vegetables. Mushrooms are just like sponges, yeah. Yeah, the edible fungi, yeah, but they're just like sponges. So if you need to clean your mushroom, I would rather that you take like a kitchen paper towel. Yeah, you take a kitchen paper towel and you clean the mushroom. That's if it's dirty. So always buy from trusted shops. You just clean if you see maybe any sand or particles. Because when you soak them in water before you start cooking or frying, your mushroom will not come out crunchy because it will soak in that water. So by the time you start frying it, it starts bringing out the water. You really won't have a perfect mushroom. So it's best to just clean the mushroom. But if you're putting it in soup, okay, you can wash it. But when you stir fry, for you not to have lots of watery content in your stir fry, it's best to just clean them. So while I'm cleaning this, let me check on my jollof mix. My mushroom cleaned, so I'm going to be adding some water to the jollof mix now. It's already 4 minutes. So don't forget, for that 800-gram rice, you need 1 liter of stock, or 1 liter of water, or 1 liter of both stock and water to cook it. Sorry. So like I said, everything is here already. Ginger, garlic, tomatoes, pepper, onion, spices. So I have 1 liter now. So the next thing I'm going to add to it is just salt. And to add the fantastic taste and aroma to this beautiful jollof rice, I'll be using seasoning cubes. Since I'm not using meat stock, so I'm using about 4 cubes. Just season to your taste. If you need to add more salt, fine. If you need to add more seasoning, fine. So this is good. I'm going to allow it come to a rolling boil before adding the rice. Okay, so while we're waiting for the rice to come to the rolling boil, I'll begin to slice, cut, and chop my veggies. So I've got very beautiful sweet peppers here. I'll be using just half of it. I got the seed off. And the next one is my yellow pepper. I'm just using half of it. I'll use the other half for another recipe. So I'll get the seed off. We don't use the seed. Okay, it has come to that rolling boil, so I'll be adding my rice now. So this is the point where you get to stir. You may decide to taste, correct your seasoning. So this is good. Cover it and wait for it to cook till it's dry. So I'll go back to my veggies now. So the next thing that I will be slicing will be my carrots. So I'll be using just about half bulb of onion too. And the next will be my string beans. Okay, so these are the vegetables I'll be using today, but like I said, if you want to add more vegetables like spring onions, like cauliflower, like broccoli, you can add to it. My frozen broccoli is yet to defrost, so we might just have to go with this. Rice is doing well. I will just get my frying pan now and start frying the veggies. I'm going to start with the mushroom first. I'll saute that, set it aside, start sauteing the rest before I add the mushroom back to it. So let's get to it. Okay, so like I said, I'll be starting with my mushroom, and I mentioned earlier that mushroom is just like towel or sponge. By the time you put it in water, it takes in water, it brings out a lot of water. So I'm trying to avoid a very watery stir fry, so that's why I just cleaned it with a kitchen paper towel. So I allow the oil heat up. Once it's fried to how I desire it, I will now season it. I actually wished for button mushrooms today, but there was no button in the grocery store, so I'll make do with the oyster. Oyster is still very nice, and mushrooms are very good for you. So those of you who have not started adding mushroom to their diet, you can add. So it's already browning a bit. Once you notice the other side is browning, you turn so that the other side can cook. So I'll remove this one now and put the remaining mushroom. Don't forget, I'll still put it back. Wow, aroma is nice. I'll still put it back in the other stir fry when I start frying them. So, but like I said, I'll season it, just just a little with that seasoning, just a little bit. Add a little bit more oil here, and the remaining mushroom. So this mushroom is not soggy because of the way I treated it. It's not. And when frying it too, don't overcrowd your pan. And if you cook mushroom this way, you really enjoy it. Yum. So yum. Beautiful. So let's wait for this one. And at this point, our rice is ready. Okay. So it's done. It's fluffing time. Wow. So while that is resting, I'll quickly finish up with my oyster mushrooms. So this is ready, and in here it goes. That Terra chicken seasoning actually made this mushroom very, very tasty. I just stir this other batch into that seasoning. It's very tasty. Okay, so you can rest. Alright guys, so today we are talking about mushroom. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for all you guys do, for following me on every social media platform, for always coming here any day I'm showing to watch the program. I'm really, really grateful. Thank you so much. My encouragement, you always encourage me. I love you guys. So today we're talking about mushrooms, yeah? A lot of us grew up eating mushrooms in our hometown, but so many of you who grew up in the cities do not really add mushroom to your food. Now I can add mushroom to my soups, any soup at all. Mushroom can go in open salad, okra, ogbono. In short, mushroom is fantastic in okra soup. So those people who have small Oyibo orientation too around here, they used to add mushroom to their breakfast. You usually find it in their early morning breakfasts, and they will add mushroom. But trust me, you can use mushroom for very beautiful recipes. It can take the place of fish, meat, or chicken, anything. As far as that mushroom is cooked well, it can take the place of anything. Okay, so and mushroom has a lot of benefits, very good benefits. One which is immune boosting. It can help you boost your immune system. It has this thing called beta glucan. Beta glucan is one of the things that helps boost your immune system. It can help lower cholesterol. So those of you who are always having issues with cholesterol or scared of cholesterol, it can help you lower your cholesterol level. They are high in vitamin B and D. You know, with all that is going on these days, everybody's talking about vitamin D, boosting your vitamin D level. Mushroom can help you boost your vitamin D level. It's one of those few foods that have vitamin D in it. Apart from all these things I'm reading now or finding out now, I've always known that mushroom is good. My grandmother used to eat it a lot. Like every time she goes to farm or goes to the market, she brings back mushroom and we add it to our dishes. So guys, you guys are fantastic. Yeah, add mushroom. Let me quickly read from, I used to get a lot of messages from pictures I post. I always tell you guys, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. On Facebook it's Foodies Spice, on Instagram it's Gina Foodies and Spice. The thing is, most times some of the food I cook at home, I just take the pictures of them and post. Yeah, and you know, all of them are not videos, so you get to see the videos here. But if you follow me on these other social media platforms, you can get to see everything that I'm doing, all the other food that I'm doing. I shared this picture of a meal I prepared for Baba Veggie, and he really loved it, the okra soup, because he surprised me with a full pack or a full carton of seafood from a Lagos restaurant, and I really enjoyed it. So I just thought, okay, I want to retaliate. So I called it the retaliation okra soup, and a lot of you loved it. So I have message here from Victoria Ede. She said, "Chai, this retaliation is what we call equilibrium dose. You have won Baba Veggie because this soup is ebano. I'm on my way to your house, ma." Tonyo Jubile says, "I'm not a fan of okra soup, but I wouldn't mind this particular one." Matthew Evelyn said, "This kind of soup, they're not the open door for personal." Blessing Joseph says, "My throat done long. I bet make una no keep person with food. The sight alone is making me to salivate." Blessing Boniface said, "This is so lovely. Yellow gari will go down well with this okra soup." Adeleke Fumilayo says, "Semo, this is yummy shows. This soup wants to speak in the New Testament tongue." Rosemary Effion said, "I take my soup without swallow. Just serve the soup, please." Christy Peters says, "Semolina will go well with this. More of God's blessing and His love upon your home." Thank you, Christy Peters. Thank you all so much. Over 130 messages. I really appreciate you guys. So please, if you're not following me on any of my social media networks, especially Facebook, please follow me on Facebook. You will enjoy the Foodies and Spice platform there. You will definitely enjoy it. Love you all so much. Let's go and finish this food. So I just added a little bit of oil in the pan. It's time for me to start sauteing the vegetables, and I'm going to start with seasoning with a little salt. And next goes my onions. Now I should have added the garlic, but I don't have whole garlic here. I'm using powdered garlic and powdered ginger today. So I'll add half a tablespoon of garlic granules or garlic powder and quarter of a tablespoon of ginger. Now if you have fresh ones, you can use the fresh ones. So I'll just saute this. So the next thing that will go in now is my string beans, because this one takes time to cook. So my string beans will go in next. Now I had to allow that onions caramelize well so that it can bring out some sweetness. So that green peas should cook in like 2 minutes. You can also decide to blanch before you fry, but today I did not blanch. Just stir fry it for 2 minutes. And the next thing that will go is the peppers. In terms of texture, the carrot is actually tougher than peppers, but I like the crunch of the carrot. So, and since you can eat it raw, why not? So carrot will go last, and I'll take my sweet peppers, the red and the yellow pepper, they go in together. So another 1 minute or 2 for the peppers. Now this is very beautiful. And the next thing that will go in now will be my carrots. Now I told you it's going in last because I want that crunch. You can decide to do it first, okay? At this point, I'll season with some rosemary leaves first, just herb for the aromatics. For the aromatics, rosemary leaves. Then I've got black pepper. You can use white pepper if you want, hotter pepper, chili pepper, anything you want. But I already have enough pepper in that jollof rice, inside that jollof mix. So that's why I'm just using black pepper here. To raise the level of this taste, I'll be adding seasoning cube. Yeah, this is beautiful. So after adding that, I don't need to add soy sauce or anything again. No need for soy sauce. Remember, I've added about half cube in that. Oh my God, look at the aroma. It's really, really lovely. smells so good. Smells so good. And this is colorful. Okay, so my peppers are ready, and yes, it's time for my mushroom. Very healthy, like I told you, this is a very healthy fungi. Try and add it to your dishes, you'll love it. So my mushroom goes in. This is so beautiful. And the best way to cook mushrooms, like I told you earlier, is to make sure you don't wash it, or even if you wash it, allow it dry first before you start frying. Okay, this is so beautiful. This is amazingly beautiful. It looks yummy already. Okay guys, so my jollof rice is ready, my veggies is ready. Time to serve. Food done. This is so beautiful. Guys, I'm in love with this mushroom. This is like the best, I'm not lying, this is like the best mushroom stir fry I've ever made. Basically because I've learned the trick of not putting it in water before stir frying it. This mushroom, oh my god, it tastes like chicken. It does taste like chicken. Believe me. Just do exactly what I did today. Send me your own pictures, okay? This rice is so nice. The rice and the veggies, the mushroom, very lovely. Guys, if you miss anything, please just go to www.youtube.com/JinaHikodi to catch up with everything that I've done. But if you want to see the precise pictures, no more talk, just straight to the cooking. Go to Facebook, www.facebook.com/foodiespice, and watch the videos. You can also follow our food community, F&S Foodaholics, on Facebook. Join us there, okay? You will definitely love everything there. The followers there, we are over 100,000, so there's a lot of communication going on Facebook, so just go join us there. I'll see you next week. I love you all so much.